Hiring a business coach doesn't automatically make your business better. In fact, I've watched business owners spend hundreds or even thousands of dollars, and they work with incredibly talented coaches, but they walk away convinced that coaching just doesn't work. Most of the time, I'll be honest, the coach wasn't the problem. The relationship was. Because once you've hired a coach, well, nobody really tells you what happens next. I mean, how do you know how to prepare for coaching? What should you bring to each meeting? And how do you know if you're actually getting your money's worth? Well, today I'm going to show you how to become the kind of client who gets the absolute most out of a business coaching relationship. Because, well, that often matters just as much as hiring the right coach in the first place. Hi, I'm Matt from Beyond BST. I've spent more than 25 years building businesses, serving as a COO, and coaching entrepreneurs through everything from startups to major growth decisions. Welcome to another episode in the Coaching Masterclass series. Here's the thing. Even if you hire the perfect coach, that doesn't guarantee you'll get the kind of results you're looking for. The coaching relationship is really a partnership. And like any partnership, what you put into it has a huge impact on what you're going to get back. So today, I want to share what I've seen that separates the clients who completely transform their businesses from the ones who left thinking, well, coaching wasn't worth it. I think this is where most people start off on the wrong foot. They hire a coach expecting answers, expecting someone to just fix their business, expecting every meeting to end with some magical breakthrough. But coaching doesn't work that way. Think about it like professional sports. The world's best coaches can't make an athlete stronger. They can't run the laps. They can't be in the weight room lifting the weights, or they can't practice when nobody's watching. The athlete has to do the work. Business coaching is exactly the same. Your coach is going to bring experience. They're going to bring perspective and maybe accountability. Maybe they've already made the mistakes that you're about to make yourself. Maybe they've already solved the exact problem you're facing, but they still can't execute for you. That's your job. The client who gets the best and the biggest results understand that coaching isn't something that you just consume. It's something that you participate in. One thing I learned early in coaching is that the best sessions rarely start with so what do you want to talk about today? Instead, they really start with things like, I'm kind of stuck between these two decisions, or I think I'm missing something. What do you think? Or I'd like you to challenge my thinking, really push me. And I think that's where coaching creates real value. If you spend half the meeting giving just status updates, you're paying for a recap. Instead, bring the problems that you're wrestling with. Bring the decisions that are keeping you awake at night. Bring the conversations that you've been avoiding. Those are the moments where a coach will really earn their keep. Hey, I'm curious. If you've worked with a business coach before, what was the biggest thing that made the relationship successful? Or if it wasn't successful, what do you think went wrong? Let me know down in the comments. I read and respond to every single one, and it might even help other small business owners with what they're facing right now. This might sound obvious, but it's probably the biggest separator I've seen. The coaching session isn't where the progress happens. That's where you kind of get the plan built. The progress happens after the meeting. If your coach suggests, tracking a KPI, well, then track it. And if they ask you to start calling customers, you know what? Make those calls. If they challenge you to have maybe a difficult conversation that you've been avoiding, go ahead and have it. Because Otherwise, your next meeting becomes a conversation about why nothing's changed. Momentum isn't going to happen during coaching. It happens between coaching sessions. Some clients feel like they have to impress their coach. Please don't. You're not being graded on this. You're not trying to earn approval. You're there to help try to learn how to solve problems and rise to the challenges. If you've ignored the homework, go ahead and say it. If sales are down, let them know. And if you're overwhelmed, please let your coach know. The more honest that you are in the coaching sessions, the more valuable your coach can be. Because together you can't solve problems that you're pretending don't exist. One of my favorite moments in coaching is when a client stops asking, what should I do? And instead they start asking, what am I missing? That's a completely different conversation. Other great questions are, what assumptions am I making? Or what would concern you if this were your business? Or maybe what has to be true for all of this to succeed? Those questions don't just get answers. They improve the way you think. And that's really what great coaching is all about. Helping you become a better decision maker. This might be the most important point in the entire video. A coach should never become your crutch. I've had clients ask me to make decisions for them. Should I hire this person, or should I buy this company, or should I raise my prices? And honestly, those aren't my decisions to make. I don't wake up every day inside your business like you do. A good coach shouldn't replace your own judgment. Really, they should sharpen it. If 6 months from now, you're making better decisions without needing your coach every week, well, that's success. That's exactly how this all should happen. One final thought. Not every coaching win shows up on your P&L statement next month. Sometimes coaching helps you avoid that terrible hire. Maybe it'll stop you from buying the wrong business, and maybe it'll give you the confidence to finally make that big decision you've been avoiding for months. Those things don't always show up immediately, but over time, they can completely change the trajectory of your own business. Sometimes the best return on coaching isn't what you gained immediately. It's what you've never had to recover from. If you've enjoyed this coaching masterclass series, I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe. My goal with this channel is pretty simple. Help small business owners avoid expensive mistakes by sharing practical lessons from over 25 years of building, buying, and leading businesses. And if that sounds useful to you, I'd love to have you along for the ride. Let's wrap it up. Hiring the right coach is important, but it isn't the finish line. Really, it's the starting line. The business owners who get the biggest return from coaching show up prepared, they're honest, they do the work, they ask better questions, and they understand that coaching is really a two-way partnership. It's not just a shortcut to success. And if you approach a coaching session that way, you'll get far more value from every conversation than you ever expected. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you, hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what topic you'd like me to tackle next. Now, as we always do, take a breath. You got this. All right, what's next?